Alright, I received a message from a user named CherryPlumApple about abortion. And it is the dumbest shit I've ever read in my entire life. I mean, the person, let's get, well, let's start with context. The person is telling me he's pro abortion. He's for abortion, pro choice, whatever. You know, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is going to be enlightening, right? Well, the subject is abortion. What you might really, really do not know. What you might really, really do not know. I'm not sure what that means. In case of misunderstanding, this is not written in anger, rather informational and with good intention. Alright, we're off to a good start. What happens when you don't abort? Here's a checklist of what happens when you don't abort your child. The child will go through a lot of pain and probably die quite badly in the end of his life. Well, you can't really say that the kid's gonna die in a horrible fashion. Not everybody dies in car accidents or, in bomb explosions and stuff. So you can't really say that. Two. Now this one's good. This is what happens when you don't abort. A woman can be raped again and again and harbor the child of quite a number of people. If the person don't abort the first time, she might want to do so the next time. Now, alright, let me think about that. A woman, if you don't abort your child, the woman can be raped again and again and harbor the child of quite a number of people. So this brings to mind I just get a mental picture of this woman being raped by numerous people and just collecting babies in her womb like puppies or something. I don't know what he means by that's what happens when you don't abort, is that you get raped by numerous people and you just collect rape babies. I don't know. Alright, let's go. I'm just going to skip that. Let's go to number 3. This is what happens when you don't abort. Do you want the child to risk the various dangers in this world, including car accidents, plane crashing on him, shark attacks? Now, alright. Because planes crash on babies all the time. That's just ridiculous. I mean, this person is for abortion, but he's the dumbest motherfucker I've ever heard. I don't know where he comes up with this crap. Number 4. What about children born with 2 heads? Well, what about children born with 2 heads? I mean, what about them? You might want to learn about the possibility that something with undeveloped nervous system might not feel any pain. Well, that has nothing to do with the list. The list is called What Happens When You Don't Abort. What happens when you don't abort? You might want to learn. That doesn't even belong on the list. That's a theory. That's not something that happens when you don't abort. Alright, number 6. This is getting frustrating. Some parents who have children only realize later that it is not good to have children because they later find out that the world is dangerous. Parents who have children I have to read this over and over because it doesn't make sense the first time around. Some parents who have children only realize later that it is not good to have children because they later find out that the world is dangerous. Alright, if you're old enough to become a parent, get pregnant, have a kid, and then later on, after you had the child, you find out the world's dangerous, I think you should have known that before you had children. I mean, I was 6 years old and I realized the world was dangerous. I don't know. And what does this have to do with what happens when you don't abort? What happens when there's no... It doesn't make any kind of rational sense at all. I mean, look at this. Look, it's This email is long. This is just the first section. I could go on and on. Oh my god. You know, I'm all for pro-choice. I'm one of the first people to stand up for pro-choice. You know, you should have a choice. If you're a woman, you should have a choice whether you give birth or not. And this person thinks the same thing as I do, and they are fucked up in the head. Alright, let's see context. I think if the person wants to abort, then let the person do it. The most rational thing you've said so far. So far in this email, this is the only thing that makes fucking sense to me. You can analyze those who have sinned really, really a lot and see what happened to them. I think those people who learn about Buddha and Jesus Christ hurt more than others. Well, that's just opinion. There hasn't been any hard rock proof of karma or sin, or whether which of them, karma or sin, is the right concept to be applied. Karma, okay. When they are applied, it leads to ridiculous result. What is the ridiculous result when they are applied? Oh, now we're going into reasons that karma and sin don't exist or are made up. What is this? Is this spam about abortion or sin or I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to end this right now. I think I'm going to go through the rest of this, and KFC reared and killed a lot of chickens. Okay, I'm stopping this. Wait for part 2.